working on a presentation, it really is useful to use this acronym as you're creating your content. That acronym is FIRE. Does your presentation have FIRE? Let me explain. The F stands for fresh. Is it fresh ideas? Is it brand new? A lot of the reason for the success of TED Talks is because they bring brand new ideas. Whether or not the presenter is a fantastic presenter, the fact of the matter is these are great ideas, and these are ideas that are not warmed over, that haven't been done a million times. An awful lot of times when we're working one-on-one, I will have people that will start out with something that seems, well, kind of trite. It's kind of been done to death. And so we step back and we say, what here can we do that's fresh? And that means fresh ideas, that means fresh data, that means a fresh approach to it. But being fresh is really critical to having people accept your message. Number 2, the I stands for individual, and that is individual to you. That is, are you delivering a message that only you could deliver? Back in the days of the Cola War, we had Coca-Cola and they were fighting Pepsi. And Coke would do something and Pepsi would do something, and back and forth and back and forth. And at one point, the Coca-Cola people stopped and they said, now wait a minute, before we put that ad out, let's ask the question, if we change the Coke logo to a Pepsi logo, could Pepsi use this same ad? And the answer was yes. And so they stepped back and they said, no, okay, wait a minute. We need to do something that only Coke can do, that only Coke can do, because Coke has and that's when they started doing Coke is the real thing. So the question is, what can you say, or what message can you bring that is individual to you, that you couldn't take your script and hand it to the next person in line and they deliver it? And that means reaching inside of you and finding out what is individual to you. What is your take on this? And that requires some thought, and it requires some precise thinking. But the thing is that when you deliver that and it's authentic from you and nobody else can do it, that's when it's a really powerful speech. The R stands for relevant. And whatever you're talking about has to be relevant to your audience. It has to be something that they can take home and they can use and they can put into their real life today. That has to solve some problem for them or give them some new way of thinking. It has to be relevant to them precisely, and not to some generic audience. But the more you know about your audience, the more you know about the people in front of you, and the more you know about what they're concerned about, what their issues are, and what they want, then you can make sure that your message is relevant. And then the E, of course, we always have to talk about emotion. We have to get emotional. As much as we would like to think that we're all very logical and thoughtful, the fact of the matter is that we don't ever convince somebody with logic. We have to get emotional. So use this FIRE analogy. Send me a message and I will send you a graphic. I have a graphic and I'll send you that graphic and you can post it up on your computer, so the next time you're working on a presentation, you'll stop and you ask that question. Is it fresh? Is it individual? Is it relevant to my audience? And does it touch on the emotions? Thanks.